So I'm Lerner Limbach, and I'm the general manager of the co-op. And we have Natalie here. Uh, Natalie is on my screen, at least, showing up on the top. Natalie Minacho, she's our operations manager. And Regina Zwilling is down on the bottom, and she is our office manager. Um, so we, first of all, just before we start discussing what we're going to discuss, feel free to type in questions into the chat as we go. And I don't know if we'll be able to get to everything tonight, but we'll, even if we don't answer all the questions tonight, we'll have a copy of all of the chat, which we can, try to address in the coming, 24 hours or a couple days, depending on how much we get. The reason that we put this town hall on tonight was because we have some big changes coming up, and they're effective starting tomorrow morning. And that is that we are going to actually roll out curbside pickup and delivery service. And that's going to be 100% of what we do. And we're going to close our doors to customers in order to protect the community, to slow the spread of coronavirus, and to protect our staff as well. And it was not an easy decision to make, but we made the decision because we think that it's the best way for us to continue to serve our community and to prioritize the health of our community. All of our staff are healthy right now, and we want to keep it that way. We want to be able to keep all of our staff employed, and that's the plan. And we think that we can do that by having a safe system for taking orders, putting orders in boxes, and getting them out the door. When we can control the environment in the store and know that we just have staff in there, we think that that's really the way to go. And honestly, think that a lot of other stores around the state and the country should also be trying to do that. So we're hoping that we're sort of setting an example. Just a little bit about how it works. We're going to have multiple options for putting in orders. We're going to have the ability to call us up. We have a dedicated phone line for that. The voicemail, if we're going to try to always have somebody to answer the phone, but if we don't, then it goes to voicemail, and that voicemail will transcribe your message right into an email, and we'll get the email. We also have an email address, home delivery @orcasfood.coop, and we can just take email orders, and that's the same email address that the phone messages get transcribed to. Our preferred way is that we set up a form on our website, a Google form, and in that form we have all the fields that make it really easy for us to provide the best service. You put in your contact info, you go through a number of different parts of the form that sort of just give us all of the information in one in one batch, so that we don't have to do a lot of back and forth. And so when we're doing, maybe we don't know how many we're going to do, but maybe we're doing 100 a day, that's really helpful for us, the more we can streamline it. So we do want to ask that, if you're able to, that you go to the website and you fill out the form. And after we discuss a little more, we're going to show you what the website looks like and what the form looks like. Once we receive the orders, all of the orders and all the information end up in a spreadsheet, in a Google spreadsheet that we're sharing among our team. And what we're going to do is, they're all going to be in order. We're going to be able to, we think we'll be able to process them, all within a day or two. But we're also going to be taking the information of how urgent somebody's order is, and we'll take that into account as well. So if somebody somebody has the option of telling us, you know, I'm putting in this order, but it's not super urgent. We'd like to have people that do have urgent requests prioritized. People can let us know that. So there's a lot of different nuances, and we think that we've, you know, got a good start, and then we'll be tweaking it as we go, because I'm sure that we don't have it perfect. I want to say that we've had a lot of help from other partners in the community, the Community Foundation, Hillary, Kevin Ranker's been helping us, and you know, Senior Services, Community Resource Center. We've been having a lot of meetings every day this week to discuss, you know, what the protocols and what the procedures are going to be, to make sure that we have a safe system. The way that we want to make sure that people know the system that we actually are using to get the groceries off the shelf and put them in a box, and get them out the door, because as everybody knows, you know, there could be virus being passed around as we're touching things and putting them in boxes. So just really quick, the way that works is we have one employee that's going around and doing the shopping, getting the product and putting it in a box. We're using a brand new box that's never been touched. We have fresh, clean gloves when we assemble the box. The key is that we have a system where one person and only one person touches the product and puts it in the box. So we have another employee with that employee, so they're doing it in a team. And the other employee is scanning the product as we're putting it in the box. So we're having as little handling of the product as possible. And it's also really efficient for us to do it that way. And then the pickup will be in the back of the co-op. We'll provide more details on that in the next day or two. And we're still figuring out a lot of delivery logistics, but we're mostly, it looks like we're going to be relying on volunteer drivers and partnering with the Community Foundation and other partners to do that. We're going to have, I see somebody mentioned products. Are we going to be able to have a form that has products listed? We are working as fast as we can to get products up on the website, not to be able to put them in a cart, you know, like, you know, a web cart or something, but that's going to be down the line. But what we are going to be able to do is have, you know, some pictures, and we're going to be able to have lists of most of our products on the website, so you can at least look at it, and you know, copy and paste those into the Google form, or copy and paste them into an email. Yeah, I'm not sure, I'm probably missing some stuff, but I think I'll let Natalie and Regina introduce themselves and talk a little bit, and then we'll start looking at some questions.
Cool. I'll go first, I guess. My name is Natalie Minacho. I have been at the co-op for about 4 years, coming up to maybe 3.5. And I am the operations manager. So a big part of what I do is systems work and looking at how we can be more efficient and safer, and also serve the community and our customers better. So I'm really, really grateful to be a part of this team. I'm sure any of you who have been in the store these last couple weeks recognize how much work our staff have been doing, and the volume, and just really keeping up. And thank you for shopping with us, and thank you for continuing to shop with us. It's your patronage that creates this awesome ecosystem of help and connection and networking throughout the community. Learner's done a ton of work in partnership with local businesses and OICF and the Senior Center, and we are just like this, and the food bank, we are just like this cohesive unit of just helping hands, and it's really, really awesome. So yeah, that's my jam. On to you, Regina.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. I'm Regina Zwilling. I'm the office manager at the co-op. I pay the bills, and I also handle the charge accounts. And since the email went out, what was that, a couple hours ago, I've probably gotten maybe 30 emails from people requesting us to set up a charge account. So the response has been really wonderful. Everybody's appreciation and patience with us as we navigate, this new challenge has been inspiring. And it just feels really good to be part of a team with Natalie and Lerner and all our staff and everybody who shops at the co-op to really navigate this new and uncharted territory. So it's a challenging time. It's an exciting time. And I feel really proud to be part of, bringing this to the community in a way that's going to be the safest that we can make it. And so appreciate everybody who's showing up, whether it's the nonprofits who are helping us create the new systems and figure out what the community needs, whether it's the members and customers who are coming in to shop. Just so much appreciation and gratitude to everybody who's staying with us and making this possible. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been an amazing couple of weeks. There's been so much going on, and I feel like it's been like 2 months. But just to echo, the staff have been working really hard, and it's gotten increasingly dangerous for our staff to be working and being exposed every day. And I'm so grateful that they're all healthy right now. Mm-hmm. And hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, just a huge shout out to the staff. And I hope that part of the switch to this can give us the opportunity to just really appreciate them. And also the customers have been amazing. So there's been so many positives in this experience that has been in this really hard, time. And we want to do more town halls. This is the first one, but I think, we also, I guess I want to say we had to cancel our annual meeting, and now the co-op annual meeting was going to be a week from today on March 29th. And so we're going to be experimenting with, more of these virtual town halls. And I think that'll be a nice way to connect when we don't get to see each other as often. So let's go through some questions. First of all, it looks like a few people used the raise their hand feature. And so this allows me to actually click on you and allow you to talk. So I'm going to go through that. And if you did that intentionally, then I'm going to give you the first chance to talk and ask your question or whatever you wanted to say. So, okay, Janice, raised your hand. So, Terea Marie, I'm putting you on. Would you like to?
It looks like she's still muted.
Yeah, she's still muted. Okay. She has herself muted, so I'm going to disable that and go to Helen Huber. No, she went away too. Okay. I think it was an accidental hand raising then. That's how I'm taking that. I'm going to go through questions.
There was one question that I saw that says, what are the days and hours that customers will be able to pick up their order? Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you want me to field it? Or do you want to field it?
I'll field it. So we're still developing that part of the system.
We'll see. Just
yeah.
Stay tuned.
I don't know.
like how we always do
it. Things have been developing so fast. We've just been doing the next thing in front of us, and we're literally just developing a lot of these systems as we go. We did so much today, and we're going to do a lot tomorrow. We're going to train our staff tomorrow. One thing that I'll say that I didn't mention earlier is tomorrow on Monday, we're going to have a preparation day. We're going to have a systems building day. We're going to train our staff, and we're going to get people set up on charge accounts and get and receive order. We're going to take orders, but we're not going to have orders go out on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have orders go out, and we're also going to be, taking new orders. So we just needed a day to take a breath, and, without the pressure of filling tons of boxes. We got orders today, and we haven't even launched it yet, and we were getting orders and we've been filling them, but it just sort of adds to the pressure of the already high pressure situation. So tomorrow we're taking a breath. Please put in orders. We're set up to get the orders now with the form. We have the email. You can call them in if you want. And I think, one thing is that we talked about was possibly doing a set time for people to pick up, but we decided against doing that because we really don't want to congregate a bunch of people. So it's likely that there's going to be sort of a flow throughout the day of just us doing, as we get some boxes made, we're just going to notify people that they're ready. In some cases, people might be telling us, a time that they want to pick it up, and that's fine. But so we're figuring out a little bit as we go, but pickups will be spaced out throughout the day. Do you have anything to add, Natalie?
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear, see how it works.
Yeah.
I see a question here. Are pickups going to be charged automatically? And I think for the people who set up a charge account, and in the email that you received today is my email address. You can email me there and I'll get you the form. If you have a charge account with us, then we can automatically do that. So all you have to do is pick up your things and go. If you prefer to pay by credit card, we can do that over the phone as well. So we'll try and have a variety of options for people to pay. The quickest way will be through the charge account. So if you want that, please email me at bookkeeper@orcasfood.coop, and I can put that in the little chat box here so that you can have that available.
Then the question about bulk items, can you ask for 1.5 pounds of bulk items, or is this packaged goods only? That's a really good question. So, we have 29 staff, and we have several deli staff, and we want to keep them working. So we're trying to, we'd like to offer all the stuff that we have as much as possible. One thing we're going to do is start packaging up all of the bulk. So we're going to pre-package bulk items, probably in just 1 pound increments, but we might do other increments as well. We haven't really fleshed that out yet. But we'll have staff pre-packaging a lot of that, so we have that ready to go. And that way, we can just take orders in nice, clean, 1 pound increments or other increments. And you'll have all the same variety available to you as you currently do, or as you did. Natalie, you see the next question? Do you want to take that?
I don't see the next question on there, but someone did have a question about special ordering.
Okay.
And so what I wanted to mention about that is that we have a lot of special orders to get through. You can keep placing special orders, but unlike how it's been in the past, where if your order didn't come in, you would have to replace it, we're actually just moving the orders down the line. So if you need to cancel your special order, please email us at specialorders@orcasfood.coop. Otherwise, know that you're just in queue, and we'll work to get your orders filled.
Cool. Yeah, and we'll be notifying everybody, once we figure it out. We're literally, going to be working on the orders after this. Figure out how many special orders we can get on this week's order. And then we'll let everybody know if they're making this week or if it's going to be planned for the following week. Next question. There's a bunch of questions, so I'm going to try to just read through starting from the top. Photos of your shelves as the aisles could be helpful. We are planning to do that. So photos of each 4-foot section. And then the lists that we have on the website will actually mimic that. They're going to mirror the photo. as far as the products being in order. That'll be really helpful. A lot of thank yous. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's
Peggy Bruce is asking if we can bag bulk orders in paper bags. And we're actually working on phasing out plastic in general. And I bought some glassine paper bags for bulk herbs. I don't know how big they are. I have to look.
Can you explain what glassine is?
Glassine's a compostable paper. It's like that white paper that kind of has a slickness to it, but it doesn't have like a finish or like anything on it. I think it's just really like milled. I don't know. There's probably some paper expert here. I'm not sure. Can answer the question.
But I think for the glassine bags are kind of small, so it'll be good for more of the spices and little items like that. For the bulk, if you wanted beans or nuts or something like that, we can do that in paper.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you can put that note in your order, and I'm sure we can work something out.
Oh, whoops! I have been all panelists and attendees. Sorry, I apparently have only been responding to the panelists who already know the answers. So I'll retype my answers so everybody can see them.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Will you stock levels? I'm not sure what that means. Like levels, like for construction. I don't know.
I think what they mean is, will we let people know how much of a given thing is available?
Oh.
Stock levels that we have in the store is my guess.
Levels.
No, because I mean, the whole point is to buy what you need. That's the main thing.
And yeah, I would say more info to come on that later. One thing we are aware of is that we're running low on a couple items and we're not able to get them anymore, and it's possible that we might say somebody's wanting to order 24 rolls of toilet paper, and I think we'll get to the point where we want to limit what people can order on a couple of things, and because we are going to get weekly deliveries, and we want to try to have things available for more people rather than just selling all of what we have to one person. So, but that's just, we don't have an exact plan for that yet, and we're still figuring out a lot about what's going on with the supply chain.
But also, just to add to that, think about cooperative culture. Think about where we can spread the love, I guess, and like not hoard or anything like that. So help out your neighbors. Definitely check in with your neighbors. Maybe you have a bunch of something that they want, and maybe they have something that you want. Get some good barter going.
Do we have more broccoli seeds? We probably do, and I think I mean, even the seeds will be available. So people are home. Time to plant your garden.
I know.
And we have seeds, so
it'd be worse timing.
You can order seeds through us. Let's see how much is time.
Well, one thing are you going to be going over the website, Learner? Somebody
suggested FaceTime with the clerk. Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas we haven't even thought about yet. That could be cool. Bag orders. There are a lot of questions. There's more new messages than the messages are coming in faster than we're answering them. So I'm going to go ahead and demo the website really quick, and then we'll come back to questions and we'll do what we can, and then see how far we get.
Cool.
Screen share. Okay.
Hey, Lerner, before you get into that, one quick question that I think is pretty important is, will fresh, cold, and frozen foods be available? Do you want to answer that one?
Thanks for asking that. So we do have a plan for perishable foods, and that is, well, not perishable, but specifically cold refrigerated foods. And that is to stage those orders in our walk-in. We haven't really addressed frozen. I don't know how we would be able to do frozen personally. I just can't.
I think we can experiment. Yeah,
If
maybe.
if you want frozen food and you don't mind if it's refrigerated and not kept frozen, like, but it's staying cold, you can make that note on your form. That's one way.
Mm-hmm.
But we're sealing up the boxes. The whole point is keeping a really sanitary process where that box is only being touched once and sealed up and put in storage until you can pick it
Yeah.
up.
The other thing that I would add is that we're looking at multiple sizes of boxes, and it's possible. I think there will be a way to do it, but we haven't discussed it. We haven't really figured it out. There's maybe it's the frozen items go in their own small box, and we're
That's true. Yeah, that could work
with the other box, and maybe and the walk-in cooler is 35 degrees, so stuff's if we're putting it out there and it's out there for a couple hours before it gets picked up, then it's not going to thaw. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So we'll just I think we'll try and figure that out. Day one, it might be a little dicey. So here's the website. We actually redid our website recently, so that's kind of cool because it works better than our old site. Lucky us. So the website is orcasfood.coop, if you didn't know. And right on our homepage, this is our homepage. It looks very simple. Our website is just getting redone. But it says curbside pickup and home delivery. And then you click on place an order. Voila. And it takes you to this form. And it says ordered box ready to go, order form. Natalie, do you want to? Oh, here's another thing. We have, we have to use new boxes, and we spent over $3,000 on boxes last week to stock up, but what we decided that we were going to do is we're going to charge for boxes to cover our cost, but we're also going to offer to just waive the box fee if if that's poses a hardship for you. So we don't want that to be a barrier.
Right.
So it's no big deal, but we figured that that is a cost, and most people probably will be willing to just pay that, so that we're not just losing money. Natalie, do you want to go through like the form, or just?
No, I don't think we need to go through it. I mean, people will see it. You have to, the required fields you have to fill out.
Yeah.
To be able to address the form.
Yeah. That's all we needed to show you with that. It's super easy.
But don't go on. I want to say something more about the website before you go. No, wait, on the website, yeah. If you click on departments, this is where you can gain access. Oh, and you can talk about the chatbot too. This is where you can gain access to the special order information for UNFI.
Yeah, and special orders, we think that they're going to continue to be really popular and probably take up a larger amount of our orders, because you can order things that we don't carry. You can order things that the box is going to come in, and it comes in a case, and nobody's ever going to open it. So obviously that's pretty safe, in a lot of ways. And so definitely encouraging people to keep placing their orders. And let's see. Yeah. Um, our website, we all kind of thought this was funny when it first got created, and we thought about not having the chatbot. But as soon as we had this chatbot available on the website, we started getting a lot of people using it, and we were like, wow, this is really cool. So people chat with the chatbot, and then what you type in gets emailed right to us, and it's been super handy. And we've gotten we've gotten questions we've about all kinds of things, product requests, or and we get it pretty quick because we were on our email a lot. So we've been able to get to field questions from that and get back to people,
Yeah, really.
often within an hour or whatever. So, and now that we're moving to this system and we're not going to have the store open, like we're going to have several people online all the time, just like fielding questions. And so, I mean, we should be able to be really responsive, more responsive than we've ever been before.
Mhm.
So yeah, just to say that. And if we need more people to respond to stuff, then we'll just, we'll put more staff on fielding requests.
Hey, Natalie, when you created the form for delivery or curbside, did you put an option somewhere for people to have substitutions?
Yeah, there's a question on there that says, is it okay if we substitute an item if we don't have what you're looking for in stock?
Okay.
And the other option would be no, just skip that item.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing is we're not going to be able to take returns because it's not safe, obviously, and just presents a whole other challenge that we don't really just have the bandwidth for right now. If that changes, we'll let you know. But for right now, just assume you're not going to be able to return stuff, and if you're worried about what we might choose to substitute for an item, if what you requested is out of stock, then just don't then say you don't want substitutions. But our staff are really good at actually navigating that sort of thing. When somebody requests a product maybe that we don't have, we're pretty good at substituting, and we often have another option. So anyway, we're all learning, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Do you guys want to try to go through some more questions?
Yeah, there was one asking if we can still place produce special orders, and the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Same.
So cool. Yeah. I guess another product question. We decided today that we were gonna not offer prepared foods in the first week, but we do think that we might offer prepared foods at a later date. We just need to make sure that we're able to effectively do groceries first, and then if we can do soup in jars or something like that, then we'll introduce that later. Yeah. So let's see.
There was a question about UNFI and shortages and supply from UNFI.
Okay.
Do you feel that one?
Sorry, I was looking at the other Q&A section that I just discovered. So
there's like there is another.
Can you say that again?
Do you want to talk about the UNFI supply chain? That there were questions about.
Sure. Yeah. So what's happening? I'll be really frank with you. The UNFI, the supply chain problems were really bad for the last 2 weeks. And what happened was stores just system-wide, like especially the whole West Coast, the average store was ordering twice what their normal order was. And so all the warehouses experienced, a surge in the orders of 200%. And they just weren't able to fulfill those orders. And the warehouses are experiencing staffing shortages because of the pandemic. And so the double whammy of just being short-staffed and having double the orders. They didn't have enough truck drivers. They didn't have enough people to get the product from the warehouse to the trucks. So the information that I've gotten the last 2 days, it just keeps sort of changing. But the information that we got recently was that it is stabilizing and getting a little better. One of the things that they're doing is they're putting a cap on what every store can order. So every store is going to have sort of their, allotted order size, and they can't go over that. And if they go over that, they're basically like, risking not getting their order. So we have our numbers, and basically, we need to make our order size resemble what an order size would typically be for us in March. And it poses a little bit of a challenge because we have to do extra math and when we're doing the orders, and then we have the special orders on top of that. And so that's part of our limitation on how many special orders we can fulfill, because we have to stay under our cap.
Yeah, and speaking of special orders, there was a question about if how will someone know if the special order came in or not? And we're going to be doing our best to reach out to folks who are not going to be getting their stuff ordered this round. And also we'll be letting people know when their order is in and put together and ready for pickup, or if they need to arrange delivery.
I think some people joined late and maybe didn't hear the very beginning. So I just wanted to reiterate, we made the decision to close our doors to the public. And we're going to do 100% of our food distribution by curbside pickup and home delivery. And the home delivery option is in coordination with other partner organizations. The community foundation's helping us with that. We have a network of different local organizations, nonprofits that are collaborating on figuring that out. And a lot of people, I think close to 100 people at this point, have signed up to help get food to people, and other supplies as well, medical supplies and prescriptions and things like that. That's a developing process. And on that note, curbside pickup, anytime somebody can arrange for their own pickup, that's gonna help relieve some stress on the system that we're developing right now to get food out to people. Because if we have hundreds of people needing delivery every day, then that will be challenging. But definitely, if you need delivery, that's we will get it to you no matter what. We have people to do that.
Speaking of needs, there is orcas.recovers.org. And that's orcas.recovers.org. And that is a great website that the Community Foundation started up that you can write what your needs are, and you can also donate there, and you can also volunteer there and be matched up with, helping people out. So, or getting helped out. So definitely check it out. Nice.
Just thought I'd throw that up there. Let's see. So yeah, so we're on there. The co-op's on there. We posted our update about the town hall. You can see that there. There's updates from a bunch of different organizations. These are all the different organizers right here. So you can see it, it's already got a lot of different partners. So yeah, go on there, and if you're able to volunteer for anything, please do. And I would say, I've had several people ask me what they can do to help recently as well. And I would suggest that people just go to the Recovers site and sign up to volunteer there. That way we're able to collaboratively organize and make sure we, put volunteers where they're needed the most. And when the co-op needs help with something, we'll certainly put the call out and, hope to get help when we need it as well. EBT, is EBT possible? EBT will be possible for the orders. What we're gonna do, we don't have the form created yet, but we're gonna be able to provide a form that where the customer that uses EBT or SNAP, whatever you call it, is you'll fill out a form that authorizes us to charge your card on your behalf. The only caveat is that we need to have your card present with us. So somehow we need to get a hold of your card because it has to be actually swiped. But there's a way to do that, and we're working with one person to do that already. Will we send an email tonight to let people know? Yes, we will send an email right after this webinar to let everybody know we're going to be closed. And we're also going to have, tomorrow, we realize at the beginning people are going to walk up to the door and, they expect to come in. So we're going to, it won't just be a locked door with nobody there. We'll make sure we have, a sign, and we'll have people right inside that, can communicate with people. And we're working on having some forums and some printouts that, and maybe some order forms or, something that people can take and fill out and leave in a slot outside. So we're still discussing that, but we realize we have to address people walking up and finding a locked door.
Will there still be a once monthly 10% member discount?
Yeah, so you'll have, you still get your discount. Members, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're not a member and you're on this, then co-op members get once a month 10% off coupon that you can use on any shop you want. That's still attached to your membership, and the form, if you fill out the Google form, it asks you if you're a member, if you want to use your 10% shop, if you have it available. So you'll be able to tell us that, and when we ring up the order, we'll apply it if we've been asked to apply it. Is there a delivery fee? No, there's no delivery fee. All we ask is to be reimbursed for the box, for the cost of the box, $4. And you can also opt out of that $4 box charge. We felt like we want delivery. We just want people to be able to get the food without any extra barriers. If we're doing delivery in the future, which we hope to do, when all this blows over, maybe delivery won't be free forever, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for now, we just want to be able to get people food and not have any extra barriers. We have a really supportive community. We've got volunteers offering to deliver, for us, for you, and we've got so many volunteers and volunteer organizations just stepping up to the plate to make everything possible. So we just feel like that's like the least that we can do as a co-op. And
One thing I do want to express with home delivery is somebody's taking the time to go all the way out to your house. Like, make it don't plan on doing home delivery every day. Like, maybe once a week, you're like getting your order for the week. Just really kind of thinking in that mentality so that we aren't using a bunch of fossil fuels, although I'm sure a lot of people are going to have EVs. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I don't want it to seem like we have so many volunteers, use them. And it's like, no, we have volunteers who could be doing a lot of other good in the community at the same time. So that's all I want to say about that.
Um, seeds, is there a way to know what seeds we have? Yeah, so we can post the seeds that we have available on the website. That'll be one of the categories. So items will be sort of grouped in categories when we post them on the website. They're not on the website yet. We're working as fast as we can to get them up there. I would say by tomorrow sometime, definitely by tomorrow night.
He's ambitious, folks.
By tomorrow night, we'll definitely have some products up there.
Man.
Yeah, but if it's not the whole store, we'll be adding more as the days go on. When will the store start being closed? So once again, yeah, we're starting tomorrow morning. The store will be closed for public access, and yeah, we're gonna start. We're going full on into boxing up orders.
Oh. Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's exciting and terrifying at the same time. But it just feels right. It's the right thing to do.
Let's see, if somebody asks, how do we pay if we use a charge account? And if you email me, and I'll put it in again, bookkeeper@orcasfood.coop. I'll type that in for people who are coming late. If you have a charge account, we will charge your account as we're billing your order. So we'll do all of the boxing it up and pay for it at the time that we place the order. And you will get email receipts so that you can keep track of the orders, the money that you've spent, and then we do a payment from a bank account by ACH twice a month. So all of that is explained in the form that I'll send to you if you email me. And that's how the charge account works. And a few people have asked if we have the option for credit card or debit card over the phone. And the answer is yes. If you prefer to pay by a card, we can do that over the phone as well.
Somebody asked, is home delivery mostly for people who are sick, elderly, and disabled? And, I think the intent is mostly to be able to deliver to people that are at the highest risk and really need to quarantine themselves at their house, or if they're sick. So yeah, I would say that's mostly correct. I'm not gonna say it's absolute. We're not placing rules on it. We're just kind of expecting people to just voluntarily say that they can arrange for pickup themselves or that they need delivery. And at this point, we're not putting a lot of restrictions on it or barriers, but just kind of looking to people to do the right thing. Don't place a burden on the system that you don't need to place. If you're able to pick it up yourself or get somebody else to pick it up, then it helps. It reduces the number of volunteers that we need to organize and train.
And it gives everyone an opportunity to organize within your community, your immediate community, in your neighborhoods. Like, you're doing a co-op run, or so-and-so is doing a co-op run. Hey, will you pick up mine too? And there's a place on the order form where you can write down who is going to be picking up for you, if not you, so that we know. So.
Yeah. And I'll say that we will be putting a lot more information out about this, and don't want to get into too much. Nothing's really that concrete yet, so be ready for new information to come out, and just keep paying attention. We're coordinating, like I said, with all those other partner organizations that are listed on recovers.org.
There is a question, is there a minimum order size or dollar amount? And the two sizes of boxes we got, I think we got 12 by 12 inch and 18 by 12 inch. So these are brand new boxes. I think it's awesome if we can at least try to fill them, even if they're not high priced items, but thinking of just mass. of just like, okay, this is going to be sitting in someone's car and taking up delivery space that could be used for someone else, or, you know, that sort of thing. So make it count. I don't know. That's what I would say. What do you have to say about that, learner?
Um, that, yeah, we're not, I think here's what I would say. Um, try to, again, like not place unnecessary burden on the system, and just, if you can plan your purchases and try to shop for a week or two, with your one order, that's obviously going to be easier for us. It's more efficient, opposed to just like a head of lettuce and a kombucha. So I hope that, and that's what we've seen. We got some orders this weekend, and they were big orders. And so yeah, the more the more size of order we have, and fewer boxes that go out, the more efficient it is.
Yeah. I like efficiency. That's what I just like get stuck on.
Well, and I think that I was just told that seed list might be challenging to put up, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll see how that goes. But we can definitely get something up there, and yeah, also photos.
Somebody just asked, can we call before placing the order and get pricing and availability for produce items?
I'm gonna say maybe, but it'll be limited, and I guess we have to see how maxed out we are with the basic system and how much time we have available. We're sort of just, we haven't really started yet. So we just did a couple trial runs of the boxing up and curbside pickup this weekend. Went pretty smooth, but when we have 100 of them, we're just not really sure how much bandwidth we're going to have. We're going to, we'll do our best, and we'll do our best to be able to field calls and answer any questions. Best case scenario is, best case scenario would be we have somebody available all the time to just answer whatever questions anybody has. So that's what we're going for. Yeah. That sounds great, right? So
it's like, tell me more. Tell me your phone number.
Well, we'll see if 10 people call at once and are asking about the produce prices for a half an hour. That would.
Well, I think Christy, I talked to Christy, and we might be able to put up to date prices for produce, like out weekly or however often as they change. So
cool.
That might be an easy way. Yeah.
It's a work in progress. Figuring out what produce prices. I don't know if they're, probably everybody doesn't know, but produce prices change more than once a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So for us, like the prices that we're paying, and the produce coming in, it's like if we're gonna post the prices on our website, it's just it can be a challenge. So, but we're gonna try to figure out a system that gets you the most information that is possible, and also is not too tedious for us. Yeah. And it's almost 8, let's see if we have any other last. Will there be a charge for wrapping special order items? I think that means, is there a charge for kind of the process?
I think it's for boxing them, maybe.
For boxing orders. We're not charging anything except just, we're just asking $4 for the cost of the actual box. The box costs like $1, by the way, but shipping it here, shipping to Mount Vernon, shipping it to Orcas, storing it, So it's we're
It's crazy.
it ends up
And
costing.
they're new boxes, and we just like always want to be reusing our boxes. We know how passionate everybody is.
So we have 11. We have 10 pallets of boxes, and yeah. But anyway, the cost of the actual boxes is just what we're trying to recoup, and there's also an opt-out option if you feel that paying $4 for a box is a hardship, then that's fine too. So we figure that a lot of people will pay it, and we'll be able to cover most of the cost of the boxes, and that's fine. So but will you box flats of jars of 25 pound?
Oh no, we wouldn't box those things.
Flats of jars.
Like for bulk things.
Oh.
No, I can't. I don't think we have jar. Oh no, maybe the box would be big enough. I don't know.
To put jars. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just I would say Miley, email us.
If you have a specific need, email us for sure. Yeah, for sure. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And oh yeah, so with bulk items, we mentioned this at the beginning of the meeting, but for those who didn't hear, we're planning to pre-package bulk items in 1 pound increments, possibly other increments. Maybe we'll do 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound, something like that. Yeah, we're planning to kind of convert our kitchen space, like some of our deli prep space, into the bulk, bagging or packaging operation. How will we know what local bagged baby greens, stir fry, lettuce, arugula are available? We're still working that out. There's definitely going to be a way to do that. Like a local fresh sheet is just put on the website. Man, we should have had Christy up here.
I mean, Christy did give me one today,
Okay.
But it didn't have pricing, and I felt like, oh, can you do pricing? So she's gonna work on getting it with pricing, and we'll probably get it tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's on its way for sure.
Great.
So one other question, and I think this is good. Somebody asked about, so do we just recycle the boxes after we get them? And somebody else said, I'm sure you thought the box thing through, but no other way. I don't want any more boxes. And I think we're all in a similar situation where, our preference would be to reuse. We've been talking about that, reuse, reduce, recycle, etc. And we're just in a situation right now where that is just too risky, and we are very fortunate to have the option to go this route and keep people's health, first and at the forefront of how we're approaching this. Like that's our primary goal, our primary objective is safety. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that does mean that we're going to have to use some extra resources. And until things change, I don't know if I can say go back to normal. Who even knows what that will look like? But for now, yeah, we have to use all new items that have not been touched before. That is the only way that we can feel good about, doing this process.
And those boxes, if you save them, they can be used, in the future. And a good point was just made that they can be used for sheet mulching gardens. So, throw them on your lawn and cover them with mulch and start a garden.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll go back through the notes, and if we missed any questions, we'll. And this actually was super helpful. Hopefully, it was helpful for you. It was super helpful for me because getting all these questions helped.
It's pretty great. We just workshopped it.
Yeah, we just gave us the outline of all the things that we need to address in our FAQ and the documents that we put out. So, thank you. Really glad that we did this.
Love you, Candy. Oh, Candy keeps on saying nice things.
Candy,
Love
we
you,
love Candy, and she's home.
Thanks for everybody
Yeah.
for being in the chat too. That's really fun to see a lot of sweet names saying nice things. It's really awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks everybody. And this was recorded, and we are gonna get it up on our co-op YouTube channel.
Cool.
So yeah, until next time.
Yeah, all right.
Candy.
Co-op super team signing off.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.